Can you sit back down on me? Okay. Hey y'all, it's Casey. Hello. Okay, glad we got that on camera. Okay. You're ruining my shot. Hey y'all, it's Casey and welcome to my channel. I'm trying to film with both of my pits in the room trapped with me. I had to shut the door because I forced them to love me, and that's happening right now where I'm forcing, as you can see. I love how you can just see everything. So I'm on the GoPro. Again, I'm hoping it works because last week when I tried this, it said something about the SD card. I'm not really sure. Wow, Jason, your face is right there next to the camera. I love you. And I love you too. I love that you can see both of them. I love the GoPro because it's so wide and it's like a love-hate relationship. You just see all my mess in the closet over here, and then I have a few clothes in a pile right there. You can kind of see the corner of that. You don't want to be in the camera? Huh? Can you sit next to me? Come here. Sit next to me. Sit down, baby. Sit down. Sit. Good boy. Good boy. Don't let Slane fool you. Yes. If you could come down here, I'd give you some love. No, no, no. Don't let Slane fool you. Okay. You're just more comfortable on me. Alright, that's fine, Jix. You can stay in front of me, I guess. That's fine. Okay. Oh man, I forgot I had makeup on. Today I'm going to be talking about how I came to get my pits. The title of the video, I already know my title, and it's, how my pits saved my life. And that's not an exaggeration, and I'm coming to tears just thinking about it, because they truly, honestly did save my life where I was at the time of when I got them. I just want to go ahead and apologize. I'm super white. It's bright outside. I reflect the light. So if anything, you can enjoy looking at the dogs and I guess listen to what I'm saying. You're so cute. Yes. Don't let Slane fool you. He gets all the cuddles in the morning. When I'm sipping on my coffee, he comes and lays in my lap, and just anybody that follows me on Snapchat and possibly Instagram, y'all have seen him completely fall over me and just lay there. It reminds me of when you train your dog, when you go bang and you pretend to shoot them and they just fall over dead. That's what Slane does, but he just does it on his own whenever he feels like playing possum, that's just him. They both love sitting in your lap, but I don't have room for both of them. Hello? Yes. I'm talking about you. Good boy. Before my 19th birthday, I'm going to say my first dog, because the first dog I actually got, I was so young, I don't actually remember how long I had her, and I was too young to really take care of her, and she ran away, or that's what I was told. So, my first dog, Cookie, she was a bloodhound mixed with German Shepherd. She was such a sweetheart, and I was still so young to where I fully didn't know how to take care of her. It wasn't really my responsibility to take care of her, because I'm pretty sure it was before I was 8 years old. So she died suddenly on 9/11, totally unexpected. About a week later, my Nana's toy poodle also passed away, and she was 19 years old, so it was time for her to go. But that was also a sudden loss, and we had 3 more dogs after that, and they were fine. I already made up in my mind that I wanted a pit bull the next time I was able to get a dog. And I decided to name that pit bull Jace, which I got. The spot I was at in my life when I was between 17 and 19, right before I actually became official, which was when I was 19, I was in a very dark place in my life. I was surrounding myself with people that didn't value my life and let alone value their life. So I wasn't safe with these people and with the choices I was making, and that's a discussion I can go more into in a different video. I wasn't focused on school because at this point I was doing school online. I was hanging around the wrong people. I don't know if I really can't call them friends. Like, they were friends at the time, but they weren't. So I made this trip with an actual friend of mine who I love so dearly, and she's always been there for me, and another friend, and we went and visited one of my childhood best friends in Texas. She so happened to know somebody that bred pit bulls, and they just had a litter. So we went and for my birthday I was like, okay, I'm gonna have a pit bull. And they didn't want any of the boys, they just wanted the girls, and they bred pit bulls, and they had a whole backyard of pit bulls. I mean, from what I could tell, they were well kept. I didn't pay anything for them. I picked out Jace, and he was the most calm, loving one out of all of them. And at the time when I was speaking to my dad, he told me that my aunt wanted a pit as well, and she would like a white one, and Slane was the closest one to a white pit bull. And long story short, I brought them both home. When I got home, my aunt apparently no longer wanted a pit within the, I don't know, between 10 and 15 hour drive from Texas to where I lived. And so I ended up with both of them. And at the time I was trying not to get emotionally attached to Slane because I didn't think I could take care of two. And it turns out that they're both a blessing in disguise. And because, like I said, where I was not making good decisions at all. I was hurting myself emotionally, physically. I was putting people in my life that didn't care. I didn't care about my life, and which made me turn to things that no one should turn to. To me, having something so tiny and helpless and vulnerable, and just in general, they need your love and compassion, and they just need you to take care of them. And that's what I needed. I needed something to take care of other than myself, because I didn't care about my life. And it did help tremendously. My focus was no longer 100% on me, it was on them. To be real honest, it took me meeting Nick and us becoming official for me to be 100% done with all the crap I was dealing with at the time, and which made me be able to focus on me and my well-being and my poopers and their well-being. The times that I can count on my hand of where my life would be at this moment, or if I even would have a life if I didn't decide to get them and, focus on taking care of them as well. They have been the best companion and emotionally support dogs I have ever had. I truly say that these are my fur babies because they're my babies. And for everyone that has that stereotype of pit bulls are dangerous and violent or whatever, blah blah blah, they act like dogs to me, and better. The two of them, we have 3 boys, So people would be like, oh, that's a bad idea, but we haven't had any issues. If anything, our lab mix is way more hyper than our pit bulls, and I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's the lab or what else he's mixed with, I don't know, but he's just all over the place. Granted, they're a year older, but I don't know if that makes a difference, but they're my babies. Honestly, I thank God for dogs, like, yeah, so. What are you doing? Huh? What? What is it? What is it? So, yeah, I mean, I just wanted to make that really fast. It's pretty emotional for me to talk about because it's true, like, I 100% believe that they saved my life. And just to note, at this time, God was not in my life, like, at all. I don't even think a little bit. So, yeah, my life was a mess. I loved my mom and my family and everything, but at that point that didn't matter to me because my own life didn't matter, and I figured if I could at least care for and take care of something, that there would be some type of spark in me. Do you want a treat? Do you want a treat? Do you want it? Yes? Good boys. And also note really fast, so the research I've done and the people I've talked to, I don't think they're 100% pit bulls. Like, I need to get them tested. They're from the same litter. I don't know if they're like American Bully, because when I went to get them, I saw all the other grown pits, bullies, whatever you want to call them, and they were huge. And when I say huge, they were like muscular huge. And I don't work them out, and they have pretty good muscle. And what else? I mean, like, they're slightly heavier than the average male pit, and so it just makes me question if they're like a pit bully mix or if they're a bully. I'm not really sure. That's what, when I got them, that's what they called them, pit bulls. So I really couldn't tell you the difference because I feel like they're so similar. I mean, obviously there are differences, but in some cases they're very similar, and I don't know really which one to call them, so I'm just going to call them pit bull right now, or pit bully mix, and leave it at that until I know for sure, and hopefully maybe get a DNA test soon. Is my story boring you? Is that why you keep yawning? Huh? So yeah, that is all from me, guys. If you have a similar story of, you know, any kind of pet, like just being there for you and like being emotionally supportive and everything like that, like leave a comment, or I'm gonna leave my email below as well if you want to email me and leave a story. Like, I'm very interested in hearing those kinds of stories. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.